She's
All right.
muting everything. There you go.
All right. Good evening, everybody.
Yeah, how's everybody doing today? It's a wonderful day. Well, it's not actually because it's in an ice storm. Atlanta, Georgia. I'm Mike, originally from England, and now residing here in Atlanta, Georgia, USA. And you are
Yes, and I am Emily. I'm originally from the Philippines. I'm a mom, a grandma of three. I'm a happy wife.
extremely.
Extreme.
That's because I took her out for dinner tonight.
That's right. So, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the episode of Learn, Thrive, and Inspire. So, Mike and I are very grateful that you are spending time with us tonight.
Yes, indeed. We are in, and we're extremely happy that you're here. But hang on one second here. Just yeah, we just like in our past episodes. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about real people, real journeys, and real lessons. Because inspiration hits differently when it comes from lived experiences. So tonight's guest is actually somebody we met at one of the conventions. His name is Kobus, and what stood out to us right away wasn't just what he achieved, but how he thinks and how he leads and how intentional he is about to with his growth.
Yes, we are very excited to dive into his story, his challenges, and the lessons he's picked up along the way because we know there's something in this conversation that will help you wherever you are in your own journey.
Yep. So grab your cup of coffee or a glass of wine, whatever, settle in, and let's get started.
All right, so I'm gonna bring Kobus on stage. Okay, hold
Let's
on.
see. Whereabouts
Let's
is the button?
see.
There you go.
Welcome, welcome, Kobus. Thank you so
Hi,
much
Mike.
for being with
Hi.
us tonight.
Thank you so much, and really appreciate the ability or the capability and the invite to be able to share my story with you guys today. So really happy to be here.
Absolutely, yes, yes. So we're excited that you're here. So tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
Yeah, sure. So hello, everyone. My name is Kobus Kutzer. I am 46 years young. I'm married for the past 13 years to my wife, Answa. I'm a very proud dad of two incredible kids, our daughter, who is 12, and our son, who is 10. Now, I was born and raised in the beautiful South Africa, and in 2020, we made a life changing decision to move to New Zealand, which we now proudly call our home. I was born and raised there, and I studied electrical engineering. I graduated there, and for the past 20 years, I've spent my time in the ICT sector. So I'm helping people and businesses to connect through technology. I love building networks, right? But what truly drives me is building futures. So my real why is my family. I made that promise to myself to give my kids that future, that freedom, more choice, and less stress, even if that meant starting over in a new country with no safety net. At the core, my why is simple, family, freedom, and creating a life with more stability, possibility, and choice, not just for me, but also for my kids. So that's a little bit about myself.
Yeah, I think that's super strong. Definitely the freedom, obviously, with your kids. You got to spend time with them. You don't want to be gone all the time and missing out on them key milestones with the kids. That's for sure.
Yeah, and I really admire you for being so brave. Like you said, there's no safety net, and you move from one country to another. And I hope I can do that one day too. I'm not from here in the U. I moved from Philippines to here, to US, but I would love to go back to the Philippines, but I don't know if I have that courage to do it. It's a little scary, but I'm really so proud of you for doing that.
Yeah, especially
Thank
did
you.
you have any ties or anything to New Zealand, or hey, let's just move to New Zealand?
No, I didn't. I mean, for us, looking back at it now, in South Africa, I was pretty much, financially in a good state. We were in a position at that time where I was thinking to myself, what's next, right? And so for me, the decision was pretty simple. I had no ties here, I had no family here. None of our family has relocated countries, but I was, I guess, a pioneer in that sense for the family. But my mission was there, and my reasons was there.
So after you,
which I will touch
after
on.
that, after that leap of faith, going to relocating you and your family to another country. So how did you get started in the online business?
Yeah, so let me share a little bit about that. So when we migrated, I thought the challenge would be practical, right? Work, money, systems. What I didn't expect was that emotional weight that I had to carry. A new country, new network, new friends. And you know what? Still needing to show up strong every day as a husband, a father, and a provider for the family. So I kept going just because quitting wasn't an option for me, right? So the mission to me was bigger than just myself. But with all of those challenges and fears and baggage that I carried internally, I had to, look for something. I felt as part of that migration that I lost a little bit of my identity in the process. I had no safety net, like I touched on before. I knew this was it's just going to have to work. I'm going to have to find ways to make it work. And I think the challenges that came with that steered me into looking for something that I can fall back on to create that safety net. And I was searching for a lot of things online and trying to find a path. And I was scrolling one night, and I came upon this business opportunity, and I guess the rest is history. I'm here today, and I'm working through it.
Right.
So for me, I mean, there was a lot of obstacles and challenges.
And because of this online business, we get to see you and meet you in person in San Diego.
Yes.
Yes. Before we move on to the next question that we prepared for you, we would like to shout out to our viewers. We have Ben, Joseph, and Kaisa. Yes. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you guys are tuning from. Hello, hello.
Yeah, let us know where you're from. Love to see where you're tuning in from for tonight's episode.
Yes. So what can you say, Kobus, that are the toughest obstacles you face, and how did you overcome it?
There was a few of those. I think the toughest obstacle, I wouldn't say was money. It was fear and the unknown. So being far from family, losing my mom during COVID, and not being able to fly back during that time. It wasn't COVID related. She just had aggressive cancer. But at the same time, my dad's health declined. He had open heart surgery, and he was in and out of hospital for the past 2 years. So living with that pressure and knowing that you're one event away from losing everything, I just realized that I couldn't keep running on survival mode. I had to focus on what I could control, right? So my mindset, my habits, and my vision. So that's an easy thing to say, but I didn't know how, right? I needed a vehicle and I needed a plan. I couldn't walk away from my job, but I definitely needed a plan B, something that I could build to create that security that me and my family needed, and giving us that possibilities and that potential freedom in future where money isn't a problem, where time isn't a problem. So those are the type of challenges that I had to overcome, and I'm still working through that. I'm still on this journey, but I can at least now see light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, it sounds like you've had some major challenges there, and definitely one of the beauties of obviously the online business is that it can give you that freedom should you need to do any travel and go and obviously take care of business back home, but also give you that financial stability as well as you move through the business and obviously get more comfortable with it for sure.
Yeah, and also the same is true with us, like we always say that you can have money, but that freedom to be able to just pack and go when your family needs you, that's very, very important for me, especially.
Yeah. And of course, I'm from England, so my mum's over there. She's, she's up there in the years. Luckily, touch wood, she's in, reasonable health. And of course, Emelie, and all her family is still in the Philippines. So we're splitting in opposite sides of the planet,
Yeah.
So for us, similar kind of scenario, whereas, we want that financial freedom, but we want that time freedom. Because again, as Emelie just said there, you can have all the money on the planet, but if you don't have time because of job restrictions, that you can't just jump on a plane and go somewhere, then what's the point?
That's
Sometimes
exactly
everything.
Yes.
So what would you say is was the proudest moment you've had, and what did you do or what did it do to teach you?
Yeah. So I wouldn't say my proudest moment is a number per se, but it is the person that I've become, right? After gaining a residency, buying our first home, and then facing all of these economic pressures like job uncertainty, the rapid rise of AI, I realized something important, that real security doesn't come from one income only, right? So discovering this business gave me more than just hope. It has put me on that path of self-discovery, gratitude, patience, consistency, and absolutely personal growth. So my biggest lesson, I'd say, is when you change how you think, your whole world starts to shift. And that I had to learn. That is my biggest lesson, and something that I'm really proud of, that I took that step of doing introspection and doing the inner work. So for me, it's not a number, it is what I've become.
Yeah, that's definitely something with the community that we have. There's so much you learn from it. It brings out things in yourself that you never knew you had. Such as like Emelie, for example. I mean, she would never do all this live stuff prior to doing the business, and now she's a professional.
No, not really, but like for example, when I started this online business, Mike was giving me the side eye because he did not believe about this online business. And share something about what changed your mind, why you are now 100% on board in this online business.
Yeah, it took me a while. It took me, I think, a year and a half of Emelie being in the business before I became fully committed to it. But I guess you could say the first thing was I'm the one that checks the mail. So I go to the mail and I pick up, obviously, it's all full of bills all the time, your gas, electric bill and all that kind of stuff. But then when she started the business, I started seeing some checks falling in there. So it's like, oh, this isn't bad, this is not bad. So the checks started coming in, which was very nice to see. But then we went out to San Diego, of course, when we met you. to the convention out there, and I've never met such a huge a community that is so supportive and so encouraging. Everybody wants you to succeed. And, you know, we own a coffee shop. If I go to the coffee shop down the street and ask them, hey, how are they doing this? How are they doing that? They ain't going to tell me, because they don't want me to steal their ideas and maybe steal their customers. Total opposite in this business. Everybody wants to share their ideas. Everybody wants to help you. It's just a really strong community, and that is a real big belief made me a big believer. But then also everything that I heard Emelie saying was exactly, I'm retired now, you know, I'm 65, and it's like I need to have that financial support, because I don't have no big pension, I don't have a big nest egg sat there, so it's like, well, what am I going to do? So I needed that financial support. I also needed the time freedom as well, because as we mentioned earlier, we want to travel.
But Mike, I think you said it right, because for me it was the same, right? Just when I took that decision to go to San Diego, just being like 6 months into the business, I just took a punt and went. And for me, that really validated the business. Like you said, you know, you see all these people online, but there's still a level of skepticism, right? Like, because you see the people, but when you're actually on the ground and meeting people in person, right, and building that relationships, that level of energy that you experience there. I've been to many conventions in my life, right? My line of business, I travel the globe, and I've been to many conventions, but this one was extremely special to me. It's just the positive energy, you know, resonated out of people. And like you say, it's not people shying away to help you. They are there to encourage you. They are challenging you. Yes, they put you on the spot. They take you out of your comfort zone, but that is how you grow. And they are there to catch you. They're there to guide you. They're there to help you. And I found that to be very, very special.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and everybody, even though we are not financially connected to other people, they are still there to help us be successful in this online business, you know? Yeah. So what advice would you give to someone starting today, or to those who's still, you know, very skeptical in this online business?
Yeah. So I'd say you don't need confidence to begin, right? You just need commitment. I'd also say that start before you feel ready. Work on yourself daily, but stay patient and stay consistent. That is the key. If you are consistent in anything you do, you know, if you want to build healthy habits, it at least takes 21 days of doing something consistent for that to become a habit. To enforce that habit, it takes about 3 months. And then only it becomes part of what you do. So just stay patient, stay consistent. But the first thing is to actually take the decision. That's what I would say. And most importantly, actually, is to surround yourself with people who genuinely wants to see you win. I'm personally still in this journey, but I know for a fact that this foundation is solid.
That's right. Yeah, I 100% agree there. Definitely surround yourself by positive people. And also step out of that comfort zone, because a lot of people are just set in that comfort zone, and they may not like the situation they're in, but they think that's just the normal way. And hey, this is just how life is. But there is a better side of life, I think. And if you just take that minute step to take a look at this online business, because it doesn't cost you anything to look at it. It's not like you have to commit and then find out about it. We want you to do all the due diligence and find out about the business prior to you saying, okay, yes, I'm in. So, I mean, it's just a fantastic setup, and it really is well worth anybody out there watching, take a look, because it's not going to hurt you to take a look, but it could hurt you if you don't take a look.
Yes.
Yeah. So what would you say one thing people would be surprised to know about you?
Oh, surprised to know about me that I was a total introvert. Like in the 20 years in the ICT sector, I've been in many occasions where I had to step in front of meetings. And every time I had to do that, I got these anxiety attacks, right? What this business has taught me to date is that the only way you get out of it is to face your fears, right? And for me, I want to encourage people. You know, if you want to see growth, you're gonna have to get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yes, definitely. Well said. Yeah, definitely step out of the comfort zone, like we've said, and challenge yourself, because that's when, like you say, that's when growth happens.
Yep.
When you actually start doing some things that may feel a little uncomfortable at first, and you feel a little out of place, but it's just like anything else. You do it enough, it just becomes natural.
Yes. So before we end this, Kobus, please talk to the people, talk to your audience here now, and tell them whatever you want about this business.
Yeah, well, thank you again. So, for me, what I'd say is, if you are on the fence, if you are in a position where you're scared about your future, you know, you have we know that cost of living is just rapidly increasing, and you feel stuck and you don't know how to get out of that. There is options, right? So, the only thing you need to do is you know, put yourself, if you don't take a risk, you will never know. So this business opportunity for me, I'm open and honest and transparent. It is not for everyone. If you are looking for something to have easy gains and make a quick buck, this opportunity is definitely not for you. But if you are looking for something that can transform you, that can change your mindset, that put you on a path of self-growth, no? The money will follow. And if you are looking for a plan B, if you're looking for something that is a proven system that has a dedicated blueprint and roadmap to get you there, then this might just be the opportunity that you were waiting for. What I love about it personally is the flexibility it gives me to do this business around my normal hours. I can fit it in where I do have time slots available. And with the semi-automated systems in the back end, automated sales funnels, all of these things that you have to set up when you start your own business without a blueprint is going to be very challenging. This system here has everything in place for you to do and to help you along the way. A beautiful community of over 250,000 business owners globally, mentors, coaches that you can tap into, weekly masterminds, daily drop-ins, amazing training platform. It is which once you sign up, you have a lifetime access to that training that regularly gets updated. If you just look at all of the benefits you get out of this system, people that has done the groundwork, 10-year-old system today, but so well mapped out. If I had to do this on my own, I would have been totally lost. So I want to encourage people that if you are looking for something flexible, if you are looking for something that can fit around your normal job, you don't want to get rid of your normal job at this point, this is a great opportunity. So I'll leave that. I'll leave you guys with that.
Absolutely, yeah, great points there, and I love the part about the flexibility as well, is being able to fit into your current job, because everybody's got maybe a little half hour here, a half hour there that you can fit this business into your current situation, and build it from there. You don't have to stop doing what you're doing in order to do to start off with this online business. And also for folks that are also out there that are financially stable, one of the great things about this business is that it helps other people. So if you're financially secure and you don't need something, take a look at the business, because you'll be able to help other people, and there's nothing better than helping other people that really need a situation to put them on another path.
Yes. Oh, to those of you guys who are listening right now and who will be listening to the replay, if you resonate to Kobus' story, his website is right here in front of the screen. You can see it down here. Please reach out to Kobus, like I said, or reach out to us, and we will be here helping you every step of the way. So, Kobus, thank you so much for sharing your time, your story, and your wisdom with us tonight. Conversations
Amazing.
like this are exactly why we created this Learn, Thrive, and Inspire, to remind people that growth is possible when you're willing to learn and stay committed.
Yeah. So to everyone watching live or the replay, we hope tonight has encouraged you to reflect and maybe take action and believe a little more in what's possible for your life.
All right.
Yeah,
so thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mike, Emily. Thank you so much. It was really fun spending time with you
Yes.
today.
You're welcome. Thank you. And we will talk to you soon. And we'll see everybody in episode number 7.
Yes, so this has been episode six of Learn, Thrive, and Inspire. And we're Mike and Emily. We'll see you soon again.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
You
Thank-
bet.